So, we are back again, peoples. That's what's up. Man, just got through a bunch of craziness. So if I wipe some sweat off my brow, then that's because I just had a confrontation with the puppy downstairs. She wanna act like she don't know how she house trained, so we just had to take care of that. I didn't kill her. She's still alive, so don't worry. She's still
sweating
alive.
from waiting.
Yeah. You sweat. He's sweating from waiting. I don't know what that's about. With a big AC vent right above his head, I don't understand it.
I got Instagram sweats.
I thought I sweat a lot. You nervous? We've been doing this for like 3 years. Well, off and on. I mean, should be nervous.
I get flustered around you.
It ain't even 3 years. It's been longer than that, like 4 years, something like that. Yeah, so you should be used to that.
Yeah, how long has it been?
It's been a minute. We should have way more episodes than we have. I tell you that.
Why don't we?
Because we are not consistent.
I always say. All right, I'm not gonna address it in this one because I feel like it's like bad.
It's our ongoing
we
joke.
always say it.
It's our ongoing joke, and I'm not bringing it up anymore until we do it.
We're not gonna say it. We're gonna
Nope.
do it.
So anywho,
whatever we're talking about,
we don't really have anything to do. We're just hanging out. So it was like, let's just record an episode. Why not? We're just hanging out, talking and stuff. So
we perfect our lighting, one episode at a time.
Yep. I don't know if this looks worse or better than the one we just posted or what, but I don't. Who knows? So I just thought about this. I know you may not care, but we might have some people out there who do care. Vince McMahon just retired from the WWE.
I actually do know that. I forgot how I saw it.
Which is crazy for a person like me who's been watching it forever and him not being involved in wrestling. That's going to be something different. It's going to be great in some ways, but in some ways it's going to be like, oh, well, you don't have this stupid character going around just making people's lives living hell. So that's kind of weird, but the dude was not so great person in real life, so let's just put that out there. So I'm not advocating anything that he's done or shall do.
I'm gonna put the effect on my life at about 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly,
I'm excited. I'm excited because the wrestling promotion that I grew up with and I loved shall now probably go back to what I used to love because it's been totally watered down. It's not what I used to watch, so I really rarely am into it anymore. But this gets me excited, so I'm a wrestling fan. I don't care.
Is it gonna be Shane now?
No, Shane's not even involved anymore. It's going to be Stephanie and Triple H are running the show now.
Really?
Yeah.
Aren't they married or something?
Yeah, they're married. Okay. Yeah, so they're going to be running the show. It's pretty cool. It's good. Good for business. So I like it.
I didn't know he was still involved in it.
Yeah, and he's that old crotchety man. This is my baby, and we're going to run it how I want to be ran. And you're 70 years old. You're out of touch, bro.
He was old but swole.
Yeah.
Even
old
then.
but swole. I like that.
Like, even when I watched it probably for
y'all
a year.
Old dudes are like 55 up and up. Old but swole. I like
old
that.
But swole.
Yeah.
That's got to be a hashtag already, right?
If not, we coined it. Trademark pending. Trademark pending.
You know that dude? You always see that older, like, I don't know what ethnicity he is, but he's just got them big old nipples and he's all swole up like that. He's probably an old but swole.
He's usually a white dude. Let's just say that.
He's not. I don't think so. Now with them Hershey's Kisses.
Oh, so you didn't say they were Hershey Kisses. Well, that's
Hershey Kisses.
That's only 2.
They're not strawberry kisses.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's exciting for me and people I know in the circle that we watch wrestling with. So it's exciting.
I know
cool.
like 3 people who watch wrestling.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm sure
you're one of them. I don't know if my dad does. I don't think he does anymore.
Yeah.
You met James.
Yeah.
He's 2.
Yeah. So I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. So it's cool. Other than that, I don't really care about pop culture, but to talk about it enough. I really don't know it. Not care. Just I don't know enough about pop culture to be like, oh yeah.
No. Not at all.
And fair warning, this ain't gonna be one of them long drawn out episodes because that last episode when I was telling that story was way too long. It ended up being an hour 18 minutes. That's long.
I mean, it was a hell of a story.
That's long. And I cut out stuff.
Did you?
Yeah. That's long, dude. That's long. But yeah, so you're going to try to keep this to the 40-minute, 45.
Did you leave in all my wonderful insights?
I didn't edit anything out. I edited nothing out, dude.
Oh, you just left stuff out of the actual story.
Yeah, I just left stuff out of the actual story.
I thought you edited stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, really?
No, I just left stuff out of the story I was telling. But yeah, it was a long story, but I'm not even going to cut close to it. So what you been doing? What you been up to? What you been doing? You went to what? What was that you went to yesterday?
It was the grand opening of a. I mean, it's called Popston. I mean, they sell. For the longest time, they were kind of out of like a little cart selling like popsicles, like kind of like the Paleta Man, if you know what that is. like the dude who walks around ringing the bell.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like higher quality ice cream, like gelato, and stuff like that, but in that form.
All right.
And now they have like what they call brick and mortar, like they have an actual shop now, and it opened yesterday.
That's what's up.
So I went over there and took the little one, got some ice cream, got some, shook some hands. It's funny. It's always funny watching Esme like react to things because she gets uncomfortable with some stuff.
Like, what do you mean?
And like, I don't know how many times, like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but like, there's been several times where somebody meets us and like, oh, this is your daughter, A, and like, I did artwork for them, so
Yeah.
they like my art, and they'll be like, your dad's awesome, right? Your dad's really talented, right? And I could just hear her eyes just rolling out of her brain.
Like, whatever,
like,
dude.
Yeah, this dude, like, you don't know him.
Yeah, but then you told me the story about how she just told you you're not embarrassing to her. So
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I mean, she does love me, but
yeah.
I don't take her for that reason to like, brag.
Sure he doesn't.
No, I could still hear you. But like, to me, it's like, I don't know. It in some ways, like, to show her that like you can do things, like you can achieve things, even like little achievements, little goals, like getting your stuff out there.
I'm all about little goals.
Like
I'm all about little.
When
goals.
we eventually do another like short film, if we have a showing somewhere, of course, like I want her to be there. I want her to see like you can work towards something and do it.
Yep.
So that's why I want her there, and plus, I love her. I want her to be there with me for like things I'm excited about.
Mm-hmm.
But it never fails. She gets like questions like that. She gets comments like that. And she's just like, "Yeah, he sure is," and she takes it in stride. She does, really great. But I'm like, as soon as we get in the car, I'm like, "You heard what he said, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, and she's like, "Yeah,
I'm cool.
I guess
I'm super cool."
So it's really funny, but it's
You're
cute.
the cool dad.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
I'll never be the cool dad because, for one, I'll never be your dad. Probably.
You would be a cool dad, though.
I would have zero interest in that, dude. Like, it's just not. I don't think I'd be a great dad. First of all,
you're a great uncle.
Well, that's different. I get to give them back. That's different. But I just
really
don't
is
think
different.
I don't think I'd be a good dad. And I'm not saying I'd be like a terrible dad. I just don't. I'm not. I don't have patience. I don't have, like you just saw.
if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I get it.
You just saw the example of what I'm talking about, dude. Like,
but I think if it were to happen,
I mean, of course, you'd probably change. It would change, but
you gotta want that to happen, Like, we wanted her, so we got her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not wanted. If they happen, I want them, but
yeah,
they're not here, so I don't want them.
I don't want you yet. Sorry.
But yeah, so a weird thing happened to me yesterday on Twitter. I got blocked by another voice actor, which is weird because usually like the voice actor community is kind of like, we're all like try to be cordial to each other and buddy and all this kind of stuff. Well, this dude was like anytime somebody would post like something about black people, he make a racist comment.
Wait. He was claiming they were racist, or
being racist? He was being racist.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So, like, after a while, I try to ignore things, and I try
like openly, or like
so
kind of
there
vaguely
was
racist.
So it was blatantly.
People who don't know how to joke and they're being racist without realizing
I can't even show you because he blocked me. Like I can't even show you his tweet.
I'm looking at your block.
Actually, I think I can show you some of his tweets because this other person retweeted him. So, let's see. Here we go. Welcome to Los Angeles. And it's a bunch of, like, girls fighting, like, minority girls fighting, His reply was, did KFC run out of drumsticks again?
Yeah.
Oh, you think that's bad?
I see what
Not that one. That one's not that bad because I don't know what she said.
Yeah.
But this one, black teen destroys white man's store after he asked if they needed help. They assumed that he wanted to check them on if they were stealing. Gorillas in the mist is his comment. So
not so subtle.
Yeah, blatantly. Like I said, blatant. So my reply was, and he made about a post of like, he's not booking a lot of work, and he's one of those guys that I don't think that you should have a black character should just be voiced by a black person. I think that anybody with a great voice should just be able to voice that character.
Right.
Representation doesn't matter to him. So,
do you think he feels the same way about the other way around?
So my initial comment was going to be, I find it funny that guys like you only care about that now when it's affecting you. You didn't care about that 10 years ago when black people weren't really in voice acting or getting the roles that they should, and they were playing about. You didn't care about that. Now it's affecting you. You care. But I went the other way. I went the more cordial way. Mm-hmm. I said, it seems that you're angry because you're having a hard time making it in VO. Direct that anger towards being productive and not making angry racist comments. I'm telling you right now, the second someone sees your gorillas in the mist comments, you're going to get blacklisted.
Yeah.
He didn't like that. That's what I got blocked for, Eric.
Good.
I mean, you can't get blocked for a nicer comment.
I mean, you said it very well.
I mean, like, dude, like, come on, like, you ain't gonna even reply back. Like, I don't even get a fuck you back. All right, bro. Whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's weird. It's weird.
You could have at least slammed the door in your face, you know.
I mean, blocking me pretty much is slamming the door in my face.
I don't know. Well, I think the fuck you would have been.
You
could
have called me an N-word and then blocked me or something. I mean, yeah. So I was just like, wow. I guess I made
call me.
So things like that make me go, I hit him too close to home. I hit him way too close to home, and he had no rebuttal for that. Mean, so he was like,
his block list must be a mile long because there's no way in hell you're the only person who said anything, and it definitely aren't all that nicely put. For sure, because
I saw, other people were just like, "Oh, I'm blocking it, unfollow, I'm blocking this dude. I'm not even gonna try to like talk to this guy. I'm just," and I'm like, I don't just straight up because I know what it's like to be hurt. Like I don't go the whole racist route, but I know what it's like to hurt inside and take that anger out on other people. So I get it, but come on, bro, let's talk about it. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be that kind of person. I'm not trying to be just fuck that guy.
I still don't know whether he thought he was being funny or not, because it wasn't just like, fuck black people. It was said in a like
trying to be funny,
clever way,
yeah, trying to be funny.
It's just not.
But it's
in really poor taste.
It's that racist funny shit. It's trying to be funny, but you being racist.
It was also in a kind of blunt, so it definitely wasn't funny.
Yep. So I was just like, all right, whatever, bro. Move on. Weird. Wow. I've never got blocked by another voice. Like I've been blocked by other people for way worse shit. I closed down my other Twitter account that I had, like my personal account. I closed it off.
Is it After Dark?
Yeah. No, I still got that one.
Okay, I only have.
It was the Isaiah during the day who's not the voice actor.
Oh, got you.
I got that. It's no need to have two. Like,
yeah,
it's weird. Like, why you got two? And you never post on the other one, so I was just like, I'm gonna kill this one and use my voice acting one. It's fine.
You had only told me that you got blocked, and I thought that
you thought I was being dirty.
No.
I know.
No, I thought I don't know what I thought. I didn't think you did like anything shitty, but I thought it might be
me cussing somebody out
more.
And I didn't even say any curse words.
More equal of an interaction, but it was just you calling someone on their bullshit, and you really didn't do anything wrong, so. I was like, maybe you did something wrong by accident, or maybe you called somebody on like some vague bullshit. No, that was, squashing racist shit, which is the right thing to do. And
I ain't get it.
Oh, good, okay.
I ain't get it. I didn't get it at all. But whatever, dude. Like, go about your biz. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help you, because you obviously having a hard time booking. Somebody sees this, you'll never work, bro.
That's probably why.
You'll exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Especially if it's not private, which I'm guessing he's not.
Might be now, but
now it's very private to you.
And I could easily go on my other Twitter and just find him and just keep going at him. But what's the point in doing that? I don't have that kind of time in my day.
It'd be a big waste of your energy.
Yeah, exactly. For nothing. For somebody who I don't even care about that much. Not even that much.
That's a choice, dude.
Yeah.
I had man, it was weird. This guy, I can't remember if I brought it up on the podcast before. But if I did, it probably was like 4 years ago because our schedule. But I like drew something during like when the Black Lives Matter thing was starting.
Mm-hmm. I think we did talk about it. But go ahead. No, that's fine.
I'll just breeze through it.
We're going to do it sunny. We don't. Yeah,
yeah I'll breeze through it. But like, I just did it. I don't remember which drawing it was.
Mm-hmm.
But he just answered LOL. And I was like, what's fun. I don't know. I said like, what's funny or something, and he just like, his comment was like, I just don't like black people. I'm like, and this is somebody I like knew growing up. And then he was just like real, like not,
blatantly,
not
just
hiding
like,
it. Just like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I just don't like black people. I'm like,
Woo.
then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then
why
over my shoulder, just my comment, like people on my list, just like, man, fuck you. Wait till your like employer sees this and all that stuff. And he just like, he was just out of there.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm sure that guy, you think that. So there are people in the voice act community who are connected to higher ups in, like, companies like Funimation, Warner Brothers, Netflix, and you think those people don't take screenshots of your shit and post that shit to other people, and those other people don't see that? You crazy. So now you're on the bad list of somebody really high up who you might not had a chance with before, but you definitely don't now.
That's
ridiculous. Crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Just to hate on somebody that you don't even know, to make a comment about something that doesn't even affect you, that's weird, bro. That's weird.
Like, I don't know how,
because you mad at the world,
like, voice acting the community is, but if it's anything like, I mean, it's an art
pretty
community.
much like the art community,
and they are weirdly small and very supportive until someone realizes that someone else is a piece of shit,
full of shit,
and that gets around fast.
Real
They're
quick.
like, don't do this with this person.
Yep.
It gets around.
Yeah.
So,
So how you think I ran across it? Because like 3 or 4 different people was just like at the same time was just like, don't do this, don't follow this guy, don't get away from this guy. Like, this guy is posting racist. I'm like, well, who are we talking about?
You can't not look. Like, for real?
So
you didn't know him before all this stuff?
No,
okay.
I didn't follow him or nothing, dude. Like, we don't follow each other or nothing, bro. Like,
you were very nice about it.
I'll tell you his name. His name is @Rob Acting. So if y'all want to go at somebody racist, go @Rob Acting on Twitter. ROBACTING. Get at him, y'all. Hey, you brought this on yourself.
Yeah.
But anywho, San Diego Comic-Con has been going on this week.
When did that start?
I think this past Friday, Thursday, Friday, or something like that. So,
have you seen the Wakanda Forever trailer?
No, I haven't seen that, but I have seen the House
good.
of Dragon preview. That looked kind of dope.
I saw some. I'm a little wary of all that stuff now.
I ain't even lie. It's kind of.
It looks cool. I mean, I'll probably watch it.
Dude, okay, so I get it. People were let down. But let me tell you something. How many times I've been let down? I've been let down a lot of times by Warner Brothers in DC. But yet, every time a DC movie come out, I go watch it. You get what I'm saying?
How did you feel about it?
About
I'm sure
what?
we've talked about it.
I don't have an opinion on it. To be honest, I liked it. I don't have an opinion on it. Like, I don't have an... Like, this is the way they wanted it to end, then that's the way they wanted it to end. Like, it doesn't... To me, that kind of stuff don't...
It was a letdown to me.
Like, to me, the Joker movie was a letdown. Now, it's not that I'm not saying it's not a good movie, but it was a letdown to me. Mm-hmm. Because that's not the Joker who we want to see. Like, it's a guy portraying the Joker. Why the fuck did you call it the Joker? You could just call it Clown Man or something. I don't understand why it's the Joker. Now you tell me you want to make it a musical? Bro, I'm out. Miss me with that. I'm out.
It's funny. I don't think we've talked about that.
I'm out.
Have we?
No.
Right? But as soon as I saw that, I knew you were going to hate it.
I'm out, dude. Lady Gaga, I'm out, bro. Don't even put that on my screen. I don't even want to see the commercial.
You. But I'm curious and
no, that
and
don't
interested.
surprise me at all. That don't surprise me not one bit. I don't want miss me with all that, bro. I'm done.
Curious.
Like, I was like, all right, when I watched the Joker twice, I watched it and I was like, all right. The first time I was like, I don't know, and then the second time I was like, it's a good movie. It's just not what I would want out of a Joker origin movie. That's not what I wanted. So. To me, I was like, it's a letdown. Then I was like, oh, they're making a part 2. But it's going to be a musical. Huh? Like, why? Like, what would you get out of that?
I'll be 100% honest. I'm not interested in the musical. I don't like musicals.
Me either.
I am curious to see what they do with it.
The only musical I ever liked was South Park. That was the only musical I ever liked.
I did like Moulin Rouge. That was good. That's the only one I probably enjoyed.
I'll give you that one.
I enjoyed it. I don't know why. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I never like musicals.
I don't. Like, I'll go see a musical on Broadway because to me that's different. Like, you getting to see people acting and things. Yeah. Like, that's different. But a movie? You ain't watch a movie with, like, fucking Wolverine singing or something? Like, nah, bro, I'm out. Bye.
Like, to me, it feels like Movies happening, stop to sing, then the movie continues.
I don't
stop
get
to
it.
sing, and
I
it
don't get
bothers
it.
me.
Yeah,
I don't enjoy
yeah.
it. I know
Yep.
it's not,
That's nothing. We understand that movies are not supposed to portray
Sure.
real life. Yes, but that's just out of line.
musical lovers are they're gonna disagree with that, but that's how it feels.
That's
in my
just
brain.
out of line for me. I can't do it. I can't do it.
We should pop a link to when we had that passionate discussion of the Joker movie.
We did. We'll put that at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
That'll be the episode we reference at the end.
Find out that Robert
Little box
De
of it.
Niro's an asshole
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Wow. But yeah, dude, no. I'm not interested in that. But yeah, like I get what you say. Like it was a letdown. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Lord, the dragons. But
I loved it until like the last episode, and I was like,
so let me ask you this: would you rather that, or would you just rather them go, all right, end of the show, y'all didn't get it last season? Like so many shows that are good do, and they don't never close out the story of the show. You know what I'm saying?
no, I mean, I'm glad they ended it.
Exactly.
But-
That's what got me. I was like, all right, they could have just been like, you ain't getting the ending. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't have the viewership y'all used to. You blah 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 blah. We're gonna cancel it because they do that to so many great shows.
But it was on fire when it ended.
Yeah.
Like there was no.
And that's how you want to go out. You don't want to go out on the stale.
That one was weird because at the same time, I respect that they're gonna end it the way they intend to end it.
Yeah.
That's fine. I want them to do that. I don't want them to be like, oh, we're changing it because everybody hated it. But at the same time, I had all these like hypotheses and like oh, I think this person's gonna be this and this, and none of it happened. And their choices all to me were like, why him? Why this happened to this person? Like
because it was rushed.
there was zero like satisfaction.
They could have made another season out of everything.
Yeah, for sure.
They could have did another season.
I get it.
I
got no satisfaction.
I understand. Like yes.
Ugh.
But yeah, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
I love
it could have been better.
The last episode. All those last choices were like,
But the House of Dragons looks cool because you know where they're going with that. You kind of got an idea where they're going, so they can't go.
The
They
Mad King
can't.
stuff?
Is
it
the Mad King stuff?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's was Targaryen when she was a kid, when she was younger. It's like her growing up and like
And
her
her dad
and all
and
that
all
kind
that
of
stuff.
stuff. Yeah. So they can't stray too far from that. So you kind of you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to say.
yeah. I mean, it looked cool.
Yeah.
I haven't been following the Comic-Con stuff a lot. I saw
So,
like the plan.
I'm
that
gonna say
whole
something
Marvel thing.
controversial right now. I'm tired of the Star Wars shit. I'm tired of it. It's too much. It's
Was there more?
too much of a saturation stuff. Dude, I was out at Mandalorian. I was out at Mandalorian season 1. I was
yeah.
out.
I don't care
It's
that
too
much.
it's too I don't care that much about that universe for all that.
I'll just watch
shit.
it, but I'm not like.
And I get people who do.
Like-
You watch that. For me personally, I was out, bro. Like,
'Cause none of it's been great. Mandalorian was good. Boba Fett was.
but how
It
much?
was best when Mandalorian was on it.
How much can you tell of the same shit? You know they're gonna be lightsabers. You know they're gonna be the dark side. You know it's gonna be the Empire. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many times can you tell me something about this? Like, how much can you tell me about this? Like,
I want them to get it
Like,
out of the.
at least with everybody's like, oh, there's too much superhero. Yeah, but at least superheroes, there's a different bad
They
guy
are
in
different,
each
yeah.
superhero movie. Like, yes, there's a bunch of superhero stuff, but in each one of those, that bad guy is different, and he got a different
It's
something
just
to do.
Vader.
Yeah,
It's just Vader, and it's just like
it,
they're still rehashing like the prequel.
it's Vader. It's the Empire. It's Vader. It's the
Like-
evil. It's the Emperor. Like, come on.
If they get
bro.
out of that circle of like that conflict and start like showing other
If they
shit,
start doing the stuff
cool.
with like the cow on like the Jedi game, they start doing something like that.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
watch that.
Yeah.
I'm totally in for that because that's after everything happened. I'm cool with that. Show me so I don't care what happened in the past. They done talked about that all the time. If you listen very closely, they talked about all that shit.
yeah.
You can get bits and pieces. You don't need to know the whole goddamn thing. I get it. Like it's just me. It's just me.
No, you're right. I like I said, I watch it, but it's just because like, oh, I need something to watch. I put it on. Even like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like I love Ewan McGregor as an actor. Like he's great.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. It had its moments, but I finished it. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. I saw an interview with Ewan McGregor the other day. I think he was on what's the guy at Tonight Show?
Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon. And Jimmy Fallon was like, "Hey, let me ask you a question. Because do you ever like when you had like an opening door, automatic door, you like just do it for us?" And Ewan McGregor started like laughing. He's like, "Yeah,
How can you not?
I kind of do that." He goes, I do it for me personally. He's like, "Look, I do it for me because I just think it's funny." He goes, "But I also do it in the hopes that somebody sees me doing it."
Oh yeah, for sure.
I thought that was hilarious, dude. Like that was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. It has this, like I said, all of them have had their moments, but it's like a really good episode, and then the rest of it's like okay.
I never watched the Han Solo movie, so I was out at Han Solo. I think the last one I watched was the episode 9 of like the trilogy, whatever. I think that was the last one I watched.
I liked Rogue One. Rogue One I thought was good. That's probably my favorite one.
Oh, about the man.
I thought that was great. After that,
see, that's my problem. That's my problem, though. We already knew how Rogue One was going to end. We knew.
I think that's why I liked it.
You
it
knew
was just
in
like
the beginning
a little story.
how Rogue One was going to end. I can't, like, if I know how this is going to end, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it.
Sometimes that can add to it.
Like in a TV show, like a TV show. Like the main character being like peril. It ruins it for me. Because I know in here, he's the main character of this show. There's no way he's going to die. So that kind of ruins it for me. But I don't know.
Honestly, I didn't know.
That's why I liked Game of Thrones going in. That's what got me with Game of Thrones. I was like, oh, they killed this motherfucker the first episode. This is off the chain, bro. Like, this is it for me. Anybody can catch it.
Like with even with Rogue One, I knew almost nothing about. I knew they stole the plans. I had no idea what happened to the team or anything. So watching it, I was like, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I've never been like that into Star Wars. So like I knew they had gotten the plans. That's how they knew how to take it down. Cool. I had no idea where they went, what team it was, all that stuff. I was like,
I got you.
So it worked for me.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. Like everybody has their thing. I tell you what, I ain't watching Avatar 2. I tell you that.
Oh, right now.
I know you watching. That's why I brought it up. Because I know you watching. I have. You know how much interest I have in that?
What if it's a musical? Will that help?
I have about. See, I picked up a piece of leaf and that would fit between my fingers, and I was going to show you. That's how much interest I have in Avatar 2.
You didn't like the first one at all?
I unobtainably could not watch it.
That was an unfortunate part of that movie.
I couldn't.
After I can't have it, titanium.
I can't do it with goofy shit like that.
I'm just such a sucker for like effects and all that stuff. I'll enjoy it even.
And for me,
awful.
even if I had interest in it, you waited too long. My interest is way lost. I ain't watched that movie in 10 years.
I didn't realize it had been so long.
I ain't watched the movie in 10 years. It's been at least. I ain't watched the movie in 10 years. Me and Elisa been together for 15 years. I've never watched Avatar with Elisa. That's how long it's been since I watched Avatar. Like, why, bro? Like, it wasn't that great.
No, I mean, like I said,
we seen Pocahontas. We didn't need to see Pocahontas with aliens.
It was the most impressive technically. The story wasn't anything special, but it was a well done, generic story. And like, I just enjoyed it because visually it's badass. I love that.
Visually was
I went
cool.
to go see that. I think I saw that 3D.
But there's no
the 3D
need
was
for
cool.
Yeah, that's when 3D was first. Like that movie revolutionized 3D.
It looked amazing, and it was like it wasn't like that in your face.
Like I'll give you
stuff.
that. It did. Like it made 3D movies.
It was just like the jungle and stuff. And
but for me, that's the only time you watch Avatars in a theater. But I'm not going to a theater. I ain't been to a theater in I don't know how long.
Yeah, true.
So I'm out.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna watch it.
I got a fuck theater right there down walking distance, right here in my house.
I'll come watch it with you after I go see it in the theater.
I'll pass, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just not.
I'm not surprised you're not into that one. It don't seem like your kind of
Nah, the new Avatar, the Airbender shit. I'm gonna watch that. The new cartoon they making that Avatar. I'm watching.
I didn't know they were.
Yeah, they're redoing. I heard they're redoing the story on that one again.
Is there anything coming out right now that you're like excited for? That you know is coming out or whatever?
Black Lightning.
What is that?
Dwayne Johnson, the opposite of Shazam.
Oh, Black Adam.
The Rock, yeah, Black Adam. What did I say?
Black Lightning.
Oh, I'm thinking, yeah. Oh, you know why I said that? Because I was gonna say Black Lightning about like shows not getting an ending earlier, and that's just been stuck in my head. I've been thinking about that since I said that. They never got a proper ending for that show.
For
like
what show?
Black Lightning.
That's a show?
It's a DC superhero show.
Oh.
So I was just like that, and that's why I said that. Yeah, they just added like 3 seasons. They're just like, well, we're in with this. Why? Because it's a black superhero show. Nobody watches that shit. Nobody black people watch that shit. We don't care about black people watching shit. Bye.
Do you think Rob watched it? Rob, voice actor or whatever.
I doubt that. I really doubt that. I was like, who are you talking about?
That's the last thing we need.
Yeah.
Is for them to have powers.
I totally forgot about that. Can't even turn my phone out. Who texted?
Unprofessional.
Right? This is us. This is us.
Black Adam does look pretty cool. I don't know anything about. There's so many. I have no idea. Like, a friend told me I guess he's a bad guy, kind of.
Anti-hero, I like to call him.
Is he like lean more towards doing good? Because she made it
he
sound like he's
leans
a
more
bad
towards what I feel like doing today.
What, working out?
What he feels like doing at that time. He doesn't have like an agenda. He's not like, I'm for good, I'm for bad. If I feel like Black Adam is like, if this motherfucker's fucking with me and I think he should die, I'm gonna kill him.
Oh.
There's no ifs, ands, or but. He's like, I'm gonna kill this dude. Like,
he's like chaotic.
It's for the better to kill this fool. And Shazam is the kind of like, I'm the good part of this pie thing.
So he's in the Shazam. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Him and Shazam pretty much have the same power, except he don't have to say Shazam to get. He's always in his form.
And he kills.
Yeah, he's, like I said, anti-hero. He's usually a bad guy. He's Shazam's bad guy, but they're kind of making him the anti-hero because I guess Rock didn't want to be a bad guy. But he always, like when they started doing this, he was like, one day I want to play Black Adam. He's like, I want to play Black Adam so bad, dude.
You want him to be Black Lightning so bad.
That would be cool, but
he does have lightning.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it messes me up. But
it looks cool. It looks fun.
And I saw the new Shazam trailer. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the first one was fun.
The first one was real fun. I love that movie, especially the Shazam family. Spoiler alert: if you ain't watched it in the last 5 years, sorry,
ruined it.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, the Shazam family was cool. I like that part because people hardly ever talk about that part when they show Shazam. They don't talk about like the family of Shazam. Like that's the coolest part to me.
There's so many heroes that I've seen for years, saw them on shelves, other comics, and I just know zero about.
Yeah,
nothing about them, which kind of makes it fun when it comes out. Like Doctor Strange, I'm like, I don't know shit.
I don't know nothing about this dude. Yeah,
cool.
Because I have no expectations going in.
Yeah,
like some with Superman, Batman, Flash, you have a certain expectation. Even Wonder Woman, and things. Catwoman, you have expectations when you see these characters on screen. You're like, I know what this character's supposed to be like. Doctor Strange, just like he can be strange for all I know. Man,
I don't know why Batman is the only one that I know so much about, seen so much of him, and I still get excited when they do Batman.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that last one was dope, dude.
I don't know why, but I still like. They're like, oh, Robert Pattinson's gonna be Batman. I was like, yeah, cool.
Bring it.
Let's do it.
I want to see his interpretation of this.
I know I almost know what to expect, but it's just always
because he's been written so many different ways. It's so amazing to see another actor portray. Like I'm down for Ben Affleck. I'm down for Robert Pattinson. I'm down for Val Kilmer. I'm down for these try something different.
Like they're different enough that I still enjoy them.
I love that last one though. That last one was that was
badass.
God,
yeah, it was good.
The way they humanized the Riddler, he wasn't all goofy. He was a serial killer. I was like the Zodiac killer too.
What'd you think of the Joker stuff on that?
Could have did without it.
Honestly, when they said, because you see him for like a second or whatever in the movie, spoilers, but then they put out the scene that they took out, and I was like, I don't really need more Joker. Like I'd be totally fine with this series if they just.
You talking about the one with the interaction with the glass? Yeah.
And I was like, if they left him out of the series entirely, I'd be fine because we have enough.
I feel like
Joker.
It's a crutch. I feel like
it's
you
a crutch expect
to bring people in.
I'd rather them explore.
And the Joker. Like you don't.
But there's so many villains to use.
I want to see Dr. Freeze. I want to see Mr. Freeze.
Is he supposed to be in the second one?
I heard that's the one he said he said he wants to do that story. Matt Reeves said I want to do the Mr. Freeze story because he's a character who you can really relate to and you can humanize because you can relate to somebody wanting to save their wife.
Yeah.
And that's all Mr. Freeze wanted to do was save his wife. And Batman was like, no.
She dies.
What about Poison Ivy though? All she wanted to do was make the earth right. Like she wanted to stop like polluters and and nah, you can't do that.
Man, I really want a Clayface movie.
That would also be dope. We've never seen that.
A scary Clayface
Oh
story.
my god, bro! Like the movie star.
Where you don't know who is Clayface. He could be anyone in that damn movie. I know he's kind of like more sci-fi than.
So the way I've thought about this, dude, and the way I would do the Clayface movie is I would start him off with like an older actor, like a James Caan. James Caan dead. You know he's dead, right? James Caan is dead, right?
I don't remember.
But yeah, I would do like an older actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have him like at the end of his career, right? And like he goes to get surgery, but it messes him up. Then you bring in a younger actor to portray that same, who can portray that kind of how Bruce Willis and what's his name did in that movie when he was playing Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah.
I would kind of do it like that, but have him kind of look similar. But
Yeah.
him playing the same kind of character, and then eventually it's just like, what happened to this old guy? Like he disappeared, we ain't seen him, and then Batman, being the detective, figures everything out and all this kind of shit, and then you notice that the chemical that made him younger is making him crazy. Like I've thought about that way too much.
No, I mean, if they were gonna do it in these new series, it would be like that. It'd be simple at first, then maybe some like the physical shit later where he like falls apart.
Yeah,
and it's like a monster or something.
I thought they were gonna do Hush in this.
Hush would be really cool
because the big Hush across the sky. I was like, oh,
Hush would be cool.
Yeah, that would be dope.
But he might be too close to the Riddler.
That's what. Yeah, it would be too. That's what I thought they were doing at first when he was first going through.
Very, very Hush like. Because I mean, you never think of the Riddler as scary.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see him and he's like beating the shit out of people and murdering people, cutting their fingers off.
That dude was a goddamn serial killer.
I like it.
The very first scene we see in the movie is him like murdering somebody.
I love when he's just standing there and the guy's just walking around and he's just like quietly breathing behind him.
I watched like one of those like analyze. That's how much I was into this shit. I like one of those like the not frame by frame, but like similarities to the two characters, and the way the Riddler and Batman were so similar in that movie was crazy. Like the very first time you see Riddler, he's coming out of the shadows. The very first time you see Batman, he's coming out of those same kind of shadows.
Like almost the same binoculars.
The same binoculars.
They have a lot of things in common.
I was like, wow, dude, that's great freaking writing, dude. Like, that is so great.
And even to the point where the Riddler thought they were working together.
He
was like, no, we're in this together.
And wait, did he know who he was? Like,
the first time I saw it, I misinterpreted that scene, and I thought he did know.
Spoiler alert: when he's in the cell and he meets Riddler, and he's just like, Bruce.
I misread it. I thought he did know.
I thought he knew who he was.
It wasn't until I saw like a video and they're like, yeah, Batman thinks he knows.
No.
Until he says like one line. He's like, we almost had
And
Bruce.
that's when I caught it in the movie. Like I'm watching. I was like, oh shit, he don't know.
Doesn't know.
My mind went.
Yeah, no, it threw me off.
It was rolling.
I must have just missed that somehow.
I was like, if Matt Reeves don't do another one, dude, I'm gonna be so goddamn mad.
He's a great director.
I'm gonna be so goddamn mad.
I was excited when just they had announced that he was doing it because I loved the apes, like War for Planet of the Apes and all that stuff. I loved all that. Super good. It's like shit.
Yeah.
Can't get a better person to do this.
Yeah, exactly. He turned Caesar into I like Caesar. Like goddamn, I was working for Caesar. I'd worked with him. Hey, don't kill me, dog. I'm on your side.
I completely forgot I'm watching like people playing monkeys in that movie.
For real though.
Like it's just the character Caesar.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt Reeves is off the chain.
He's just that really talented monkey.
Like I just like to listen to him talk about that movie, like him talk about making the Batman.
He seems like someone who loves Batman.
Yeah, and he thought about it, like, and he actually did research and read some of the comic books. Like, okay, we can put this in there. And then he was like, I'm gonna put some of the stuff from the Zodiac movie, from like the Zodiac Killer and all this kind of stuff. Like, dude, that's dope. Like, you put real life stuff to make it seem like, all right, this dude could actually really do this. That's just scary. Shit. Yeah. But he ain't no superpowers. He ain't got no weird superpowers. He ain't super smart. It ain't none of that fantasy world shit. He was just a real crazy motherfucker who just like thought about a whole shit for like 10 years. Like, I'm gonna get this motherfucker one
day. but even like that's what I was saying. Like when they said they were gonna show the Joker scene, I was like, I don't need more Joker.
You don't need it.
And then I watched. I was like, I still like this Joker though.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's like the way they show him, the way they keep dancing around, showing him until they reveal him. I'm like, that's fucking good. Like,
yeah, I want to see how he got that way though. Like, I have to see that. Like, I want to see. Like, he's unlike anything we've seen before. That wasn't no chemical bath, bruh.
It goes to show you, like, even just that like 3
That
minute
little
scene,
teaser, yeah.
still better than Jared Leto.
Yeah.
His entire movie.
So Elisa was like, well, why did they make a joke? I was like, so to me, you could actually incorporate, if they don't make a second one, you could incorporate the first Joker movie into this Batman universe. Because the way they ended the movie was, he was a symbol of freedom and independence for that
even
city.
Been like the Joker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So somebody, I said the Joker we just saw in Matt Reeves' Joker could be a guy who went, yo, I like this dude. Like I'm gonna be just like this dude. But then he was trying to be too much like him, got dropped into that chemical bath, fucked him up. Now he's the Joker that we know and everybody likes. I said that's the way you could write those two together and mesh those two stories together.
Because any of those guys that were like around him at the car could be him.
Exactly.
Because he changed the way everyone was thinking.
You don't know what happened to that guy. Could have died. Something could have happened to him because they know he was wanted for murder.
Yeah. He
blew the guy's brains out and right in the goddamn live TV.
Yeah.
Spoiler. Sorry, it's been 2 years, but if you ain't watched it,
no, it was good. I like where they're going with it. They're already making the second one, I guess, or starting to. Excited.
Oh, Batman.
Yeah. Not the musical.
Yeah.
You imagine him like dancing around Batman, and Batman just walking up and start beating the shit out
just
of him.
Punching the hell out of him. Not for anything you did, it's for the dancing.
Like kicks his dancing feet out from under him.
Just sweep his ass. So speaking of, have you seen those videos of like people doing that old sweeping shit we used to do with people in like high school and shit? And you trip somebody back in the leg and they fall like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Where you like hit the back of their knees?
You hit the back of their foot and other foot gets trapped in the back of the other one and they fall.
Oh no, I think meant like when you hit the back of somebody's knee and they kind of crumple down.
No, tripping shit when you like see them walk and you just like flip their fucking foot when they walk up and they flip the back of their leg. Well, I've been seeing people doing this shit with like people on like shopping carts in the grocery store.
I've not.
So only thing that happens is you just that whole basket just goes down. You fall. Dude, it's the funniest stuff I've seen in forever, dude. Like it's hilarious.
They get murdered for doing that.
Yeah, somebody go bust their teeth out. They're gonna knock all their teeth out.
Cause I saw one with this girl in like a gym. It's just like talking to somebody, and somebody just hits the back of her legs, and she just like looks like a puppet with her strings
just crumble. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, we got to do. We talked about another thing we planned on talking about. I had this whole page pulled up to like talk and show you some stuff, and I didn't even pull it. But I like that better. I don't like playing this shit. I like to just go off the cuff.
It really
stuff
goes
like this.
as
planned. That's why it's like, let's just go. Let's just talk, dude.
I feel like it always does. Yeah,
we thought we'd talk about the damn Joker movie again. God, sorry, y'all.
Well, you know.
And I'm sure I've said I hate Avatar before. I'm pretty sure that's been talked about.
Probably. I felt like I knew that already.
Yeah.
So.
But I thought you knew me.
I thought you knew me.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. So that was quick. That was a quick 45.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably keep going a little bit. Ooh, I popped that one. We'll probably keep going a little bit because you know, remember I just started a little early. We got all that stuff out. We were saying dirty stuff about people.
Dirty stuff? What?
What? Maybe it was just in my head. Okay.
All right.
But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? I've been doing some audiobooks for Learning Ally. They you know what that is, right? The volunteer place that I work for that does like helps kids read. I'm doing the second Tristan Strong book, which I love. I freaking love those books. It's something I thought I would never see in my lifetime, and I love it. It's I call it the Black Harry Potter. It's pretty much what it is. Because it's about like a little black kid who gets trapped in another realm, and he starts meeting all these like old black and African folk heroes like Anansi and John Henry and Brer Rabbit and all kind of shit. Brer Bear and Brer Fox, and he meets all these kind of different characters. So it's pretty cool. I love those books. So
that's pretty good.
I've been reading those for volunteer work, and I got mad this morning because I'm on my Twitter feed looking, and the author was here in Houston yesterday. He was at the public library in Houston yesterday.
Whoa.
Kwame Mbalia was here yesterday, and I didn't get to go. I was like, oh man. Awesome. I was like, dude, that hurt, dude.
Do you ever talk to the authors at all? converse with them?
Not for the volunteer stuff. Like stuff if I get paid for, it's
Right.
usually from the author. I'm usually
Okay.
working with the
I know
author.
there's
But
like their
the
people.
but like the learning ally thing, no, he actually has his own like, and I don't understand that. Like I guess they can't do the Audible with their program that they use to help kids read, so they get volunteer work to read their books. But he does. You can buy his books on Audible and listen to them on Audible.
That's cool.
Like, but it's another actor doing it. It's not me. But I wish it was. Whew, because those books are owned by Disney.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I wish I could do those.
That would have been cool if you would have got to see him though.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, I do this to get another book.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, so now I was like, I was pretty distraught about that. I was like, oh man, that sucked, dude. And I saw like a whole bunch of black people in the crowd. I was like, my people.
You could have been one of them.
Yeah, that sucks.
Where was he at?
Yeah. Public library downtown.
Damn.
Yeah. Just hanging out, doing like a little talk or whatever.
That was cool.
People got to like meet him and sign books and stuff. Like, dude, that would have been dope, bruh. But oh well, I don't go on social media on the weekend, so I miss out on things. And like when I go on social media, it's usually like I like looking for work or like looking at auditions on Twitter and stuff like that. And I'm not just like scrolling my feed, which I probably should because I would see stuff like that.
Yeah, like a dream job you want to get, or still waiting, like a dream
So
kind of project.
so I went to a marketing like it was for Fort Bend County, like small business marketing thing. Where a whole bunch of small businesses got together for Fort Bend County. Lisa goes to all these kind of things. She was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll go. Get my name out, pass out some cars and stuff because people, small businesses, maybe they want to make a commercial or something." So the guy asked me the same question. I was like, I had to think about it for a while. I was like, an animation. I was like, no. That's too general. I was like, I want a National Geographic documentary about space. That's what I want to do.
Really?
I want to do, yes, dude. I want to do like a Morgan Freeman type like documentary
Earth?
about like
Or
Earth or something, like anything like just about the galaxies and stars and stuff. Like, dude,
That's cool.
I would cream in my pants if I got that. I ain't even gonna lie. That's my.
I didn't know that. That's
Everybody's
awesome.
like, yeah. I'm like, animation is.
I would have expected something more like that. Yeah.
But everybody does animation. Like, I feel like that's also cool, but it's also like educational at the same time. So you knocking out two shits. You like, I'm on National Geographic. Morgan Freeman and Lawrence Fishburne is on this. You know what I'm saying?
It feels
like,
real like highly
prestigious, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Kind of
like that's what I want. Like I want to do it.
not like the other stuff isn't like not shit, but like it's just something like you said, like it is like it's like a classiness to it or something. I don't know what it is.
I've been trying to do a Morgan Freeman and I cannot do a Morgan Freeman.
Well, you wouldn't do it in like a Morgan Freeman.
No, because no, dude, I get auditions all the time. They're like, hey, looking like for a Morgan Freeman, like sound alike or Morgan Freeman-esque.
It's just
like it's
monotone?
freaking hard, dude. Like it's freaking up. So my go-to is to like drop my voice down a couple octaves and talk really slow and really proper and really talk like this, so I can try to like, yeah.
I don't know how I would approach it.
Yeah, right. It's like, so auditions are weird, bro. Like auditions are weird. Like, it's a hard thing to like, especially when you're by yourself and you don't have nobody to bounce off. Like, hey, how does this sound to you? Like it's weird, bro. Like it's weird. Like, I'm trying to find like if I can go find one that's not too, because I can't be just telling people all this shit. I get in real fucking trouble for that shit. So I'm trying to find one where it's just like, see that?
Yeah, Morgan Freeman would be hard.
These roles are not sound alike to the actual characters. Bet. You hear that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kenji. Look, construction worker. like what? How would you approach that? If somebody's like, "Give me a construction worker," leaning into natural comedic nature of the script, a warmth to the voice, not overly distinctive vocal quality / characteristics to distract from the script.
I'm almost just hearing like one of the dudes from like Futurama.
That's too distinct. That's too distinct.
Like
She said, like it says, not overly distinctive vocal quality characteristics to distract from the script. So you want to sound like that construction
a little
worker.
gruff, right?
Like a little. So I would probably talk like this, probably a little bit like this.
Yeah, like that sounds natural.
Probably go a little bit like this and do a little.
I am.
Think about it. With the heavy day ahead, do you want to fill up on food that makes you feel, or something made fresh and fast from a new menu at, like brisket breakfast burrito or a build your own breakfast stacker sandwich?
Yeah.
Download the app to order fresh, free. See, but I'd have to take a breath before I did that last one. Yeah,
sizzle.
yeah, exactly. But that's probably how I'll go in.
I mean, yeah, I think that'd be it.
So I've thought about like
I
like,
immediately went New York in my head.
when I,
That's what you think of from like movies.
yeah, exactly.
Just
Because there's no other construction workers ever in the
Not
world.
ever.
They
They
all
don't-
come from New York and build their. Hey, baby, walking down the street. Come here, mama.
they bring it over to Houston after they
Yeah.
build it in New York.
Yeah, that's funny.
And that's exactly where my mind went. 'Cause when you say
Yeah.
like, I want you to sound like a construction worker, which would technically just sound like me if I work construction.
Thank you.
There's no other. There's
Thank
no voice
you.
to it.
Exactly. I ain't gonna change. Like, oh, I'm hired. Oh,
And-
thank you for hiring me. I appreciate that.
To construction worker. Okay, hand me that hammer, please. Done.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't sound construction enough.
How about this one? We're looking for a strong, commanding male narrator voice for a mock romance novel trailer. We want a voice that is alluring and enticing while also being informative. A rich, deep tone with clear
That's Morgan
enunciation.
Freeman if I've ever heard it.
We are also open to accents to give a flair to the script and a romantic highlight. Reference: Antonio Banderas. What is it? Jerry Jean Page?
I don't know who that is.
Most likely the voice to be clear and confident, like for a trailer. So you would like me to talk like this? Is that how you want?
Just like Puss in Boots.
Yeah. So you see what
Antonio Banderas, it didn't make sense.
you
to
see
me.
what I mean by hard to interpretate an audition? Why this is so hard?
Yeah.
Because if somebody tells you, "Hey, dude, draw this for me," you know exactly what the fuck they mean. Now that you've grossed out your kids with a steamy romance, we can tell you what this is really about. Caprice, son. What?
All right.
So, like, I'm just like, all right, bro.
Hey,
like,
we got 40% less sugar over here.
And then I go in the audition and do that, right? I'll hear the commercial later and just go, that's not what the fuck you asked for on that audition. Because I hear it all the fucking time. It happens. It'll take me too long to find it right now, but I'm going to show you one with a perfect goddamn example of what the fuck I'm talking about. But anywho, this has seemed like it's been going on for about an hour, so I'm going to get out of here. Peace, y'all. We ladies.
See you soon.
Peace.